标准跑走。
哎呀！哎呀！
爽！等一下8门5这一区，
我感觉一起在2楼。白色他们被打下。
2楼，什么2楼？特调这区。
Exist only beyond the marked door. We lean into each impact, time our advance between pulses, and follow the trembling handrail toward a route. Every warning sign. Rejects cruise, hold position. While frequency conditions close around the frequency answers. Forbidden passage while the approved covert operates apart.
刚刚在这。走吧，先去轮回。先去龙啊！
Corridor to a shoulder wide, magnetic bolts strike every side door. Heavy bulkheads divide the underground block. Exit lamps point toward while the grills while crews test maintenance hedges and find fresh plates across and farther in the final open passage contracts toward a reinforced gate. Already dropping from the ceiling, crews carry the line. Immediate closure hazards.
妈的，外挂！操！
Fresh closure closes from behind. Hydraulic pins enter one after another. Airflow weakens inside the isolated sector, and boots return from block stairwells. The crew finds one unfinished partition before complete closure turns every route inward. Crews hold position while bulkhead conditions close around them.
看一下痛苦。有，来痛苦！快点，加锁，快点！ 你招他小超级掰的，往我脸上撞，干你你！干你娘的！为什么？你没变到啊？
你没变到是我问题吗？
废话，不然是我问题吗？
Improvised route carries the full line beyond the enclosed block. No closed sector keeps what acts together. Crews face failure as breach hazards block the path ahead. Breach evidence settles every remaining argument. Final hands clear the utility breach. Behind them useless exit lamps illuminate sealed corridors. abandoned chamber
那个进去看一下，
with
在
nobody
看目的了。
left inside.
忘却，对，
Unbroken. Yeah.
哦，桂你等
打
一下，
一，
等一下处理它。
Below a fractured exchange, roof trusses fold one joint at a time. Concrete panels kick out with severed braces, whip through dust and the loading bridge drops across the lower ramp. Work a sprint between tilting columns while both scatter from overhead plates. Another impact splits the mezzanine, sending stair sections into the open shaft as the remaining
Yeah,
frame
Dios,
leans
ya.
toward the avenue. Crews hold position while fractured conditions close around them. Cracks converge beneath the central span, one support twist.
有啊，有点
Another
热。
tears free, then the whole upper deck shifts sideways. Feet pound across broken flooring while falling masonry closes the distance behind them. Fresh impacts like the narrowing rubble behind us. Every victory must prove its weight when shattered floors descend and broken pillars test our stance. We cross the buckle level before its final joints release, carrying hard evidence through dust, impact and collapse. While the ruined frame comes down behind us, girder hazards change the entire situation.
中立人也打，
Halfway through the depot, suspended ducts crash on the crushed conveyors. A wall peels from its anchors and exposes rooms hanging above empty air. Crews pass equipment across a widening seam, then jump as the slab separates. Behind them, fractured beams rotate through the cavity ahead of damaged stair tower sheds concrete onto the unstable landing. Crews hold position while cavity conditions close around them. Cavity action answers the threat. Nothing remains level except our intent. With each rupture, the root changes shape. With each fallen section, another body clears the gap. Steel screams above us, but no one abandons the line. Fresh impacts strike the narrowing column behind us. Carry the record through the break, let back columns split foundations and collapsing galleries measure what
旁边
survives.
有没有红点啊？
We leave no claim of support and no result protected from impact. The structure can fail around
快点啊！
打一，
yet our earned
拿金啊！
positions they
杜洛密
stand.
道哦，
Crews carry the
来自
line through immediate masonry
这上面就知道。
hazards now. We continue. Final braces snap across the empty depot. Dust seals the lower floors while our formation reaches open pavement beyond the last collapsing wall.
去八门吧，好像在八门，八门蛮多。
Initiation triggers for the structure sector mocks lashing with pavement before jumping between parked cars. Voltage stutters through shop signs, turning whole facades into violent flashes. Breakers chatter beneath the sidewalk while cable insulation spits black smoke. A current crosses the rail track, forks through a drainage grill, then snaps supple toward exposed wiring as crews drag grounded mats into position. Fresh impacts strike the narrowing voltage behind us.
Static claws across every metal surface.
Meter needle swing without pattern radio channels filled with harsh noise, and another discharge punches through the cabinet door.
Nobody trusts the printed reading.
Crews carry the line through immediate circuit hazards now.
Forward street proof defeats polished claims when live current exposes what clean reports conceal. We read the burns on concrete, the blown circuits, and the unstable voltage. Direct evidence hits harder than any protected statement. Delivered from safety. Crews hold position while static
南门
conditions.
看过了，
我觉得眉毛有点重啊。
旁边没了，狗洞，先去主力啊，先主
Static
力。
evidence remains behind.
At the next intersection, a transformer cough sparks over a stall bus. Power returns backward through a damaged feeder and electrifies the fence beside it. Technicians crawl under signal gantry, severing one cable before the dark finds another route. Above them, lamps pulse out of sequence. Below, conductive water carries interference toward every uncovered joint. Crews face failure as conduit hazards block the path ahead. Conduit crews hold their ground.
Paper stays clean while the block takes damage.
We bring scorched gloves, fuse contacts, and recorded fluctuations into the open, forcing every false assurance
妈，
against the marks left
哇，
by
五级
current.
啦，干你
Crews
娘！
carry the line through immediate discharge hazards now. Forward.
就从经典干到这里啊。
Burned into asphalt and steel. Explanations collapse beside unstable readings. Burst conduits and cables still snapping overhead. We stand where the fault became visible, carrying undeniable facts through every every attempted denial. Cruise hold position while current conditions
妈的，你要逼我用搜查大法吗？
keep shifting violently nearby.
Residual charge crawls along the gutter, then dies.
Melted terminals and charred panels remain.
Louder than the polished statement
What?
issued with the failure
Convoy
junction answers.
哦，搞动有。
等我们两个。
想一下先杀谁？
Off cycle, the loading arm sweeps across an empty station and smashes a safety rail. Reset commands vanish without response. A conveyor reverses beneath stacked crates while automated doors open close, then lock halfway. Operators retreat behind columns as the arm accelerates again, choosing a new angle. No diagnostic screen predicted and striking the operator booth above them. Cruise hold position while malfunction conditions close around them. Malfunction evidence remains behind.
悠悠女生。
Reaches nothing. Motors continue after isolation. Warning lights contradict each other, and the disabled line starts moving again. Familiar panels now issue impossible behavior without a readable pattern. Cruise face failures, actuator hazards block the path ahead. Unbroken controller rides.
我觉得他没办法。
Interface now drives the machinery farther off course. We recognize the panels, switches and signals. None obey. Behind the familiar surface, uncontrolled motion turns each command into another threat. Crews carry the line through immediate
哦，还想过来拼哦，妈！
turns back across the assembly floor. Robotic
哦，
carriers
真的
abandon
耶
their lanes and circle
然后上传送点，
inspection
真的假
bin.
的？
One unit mounts the curve, clipping the
哦，
ladder
真的耶！
spinning toward the crew. Emergency stops, freeze
等
only
他
the
等他
lights.
等他，
Mechanical
看
arms
有 gas，
continue cycling
不
in
错。
different directions, crossing paths above scattered tools. While the central console reports normal operation and rejects every shutdown request. Crews hold position while carrier conditions close around them. Crews move onward.
哎，过来门口，过来门口。
Familiarity becomes a trap. We stop trusting displays, read movement directly, and cut physical connections one by one. While the automated floor invents new hazards faster.
变他干你娘，你人类！
Follow. Cruise face failures, deviation hazards block the path.
哦，你他妈！
杀小啦，你他妈自己冲出去，
Judge the motion, not the
刚刚就闪灯了哦！
button flies.
闪灯卡住啊！
Accepted commands,
操嘞！
violent errors. We survive by stepping outside the interface, breaking its access to power, and watching
啊，
every
你才喊呢，我就叮叮叮，快点出来！妈，人家都要来了，你还在那边打鼓？
卡住啊，很怎样？
Nobody yields another step. One carrier circles twice, stalls, then strikes the
有种再来一趟，
crews remain
淋浴
behind
装好了，操！
cover until the final unauthorized motor loses torque and falls. Silent, we continue. Yeah, beyond thermal limits, the freight engine shut beneath the row of
去隔壁
flashing
看一下。
alarms. Coolant splits across the housing belt, slip barons grind, and overloaded gauges pin against their stops. Operators strip auxiliary loads while heat rolls through the service bay.
那会不会来的？
Attempted restart draws a harsher vibration from the frame, leaving one narrow interval
哇，
before
都
the
我们的。
saturated machinery tears itself apart. Cruise hold position while overload conditions
放上
close
去了。
around them.
Warning lamps merge into a solid red band. Fans choke on heated
诶
air. Relays
这个
hammer
时
with
候
the bars
竹
in the
林
main casing expands
忍一下
against
瞄一下。
dismounts.
There is no reserve left. Cruise face failure as coolant hazards block the path ahead.
Unbroken.
Where no official route begins beside the failing machine before sanctioned channels burn away. We work through heat, saturation, and mechanical fatigue, cutting a path outside procedure while overloaded components shake near total failure. Crews carry the line through immediate bearing hazards now. Fresh bearing closes from behind. Behind the turbine wall, pressure valves flutter too slowly to clear the rise and low. A scorched coupling warps under torque and drags the secondary shaft off center. Crews crawl beneath the platform with manual clamps, isolating 1 feet as insulation curls from nearby cables. The system keeps demanding more capacity, but every strain component answers with smoke and violent chatter. Crews hold position while casing conditions close around them. Together,
还敢练哪？悠悠女
ends at the red line. We build another sequence from hand run signals, cut power between cycles, and
不要给我，不要给我。
cracked assembly steady while it stored heat fights every correction. Cruise face failure as turbine hazards block the path ahead.
And broken.
等一下，看一下确认位置在哪里。
Beyond the mark.
Yahoo!
Point and face the overload directly. Official diagrams cannot follow the machine. This is
Aye!
improvised line survives because each hand reads the strain.
Reacts fast and refuses one useless restart. Crews carry the line through immediate shutdown hazards now.
Nobody turns back.
Power drops before the casing ruptures. Hot metal ticks through the darkened bay, and our unlisted route remains open beside the disabled engine.
We continue.
Stored force presses outward beneath welded seams without making a sound. The bunker walls hold yet find us trembles
没想
along
法，
every
你看有没有复仇人用一下？
guard speaking short in phrases while
看有没有
gauges
比较
climb
像
by
扁的
single
复
marks.
仇一
No
下？
valve opens, no chair moves
11楼
beneath
啊
the steel
11楼
floor.
是
Compressed
找过
line strain against
找
their
过了，我们是绕一圈下来的，
into one rigid breath
那
held past
13楼，
endurance.
都一样啊，我们都绕过了，都杀过了，我们最后才去深渊的。看有没有那个
感觉13楼会回去挂。
Containment hazards block the
啊，那
path
么多时
ahead.
间
The real command room waits below where accumulated pressure decides more than the voices
可以
upstairs.
看一下，
Descend into the tight silence, read the strained joints and face the
哦，纸上看一
boards.
下。
Held inside before one hidden failure releases everything. Crews carry the line through immediate coupling hazards now. Nobody yields another step. Yeah, down the service ladder, heat gathers around a bank of closed regulators. Condensation beads on pipes pulled taut between brackets. The crew moves sideways because the passage barely clears their shoulders. One coupling gives a dry snap, but remains attached. Every face turns toward it. Listening and stored force shifts deeper into the enclosed network. Crews hold position while chamber conditions close around them. Chamber hardware keeps shifting violently nearby. Crisis stays quiet until containment
左边看
ends.
看，
We lower our breathing, brace the weakest line and wait beside the manual.
我在中间。
Release while tension concentrates behind a plate already bending outward. Crews face failure as pressure hazards block the path ahead. Lines hold. Descend beneath the speeches and enter the compressed truth. Every steel pipe, rigid bracket, and trembling gate shows what authority refuses to name. We act inside the final margin before restraint force becomes total destruction. Crews carry the line through immediate valve hazards now. Valve crews advance through mounting hazards. One valve opens by a fraction. Air strikes the chamber like a blade, while the reinforced walls stop trembling, and the crew finally moves forward.
只说没什么人。
他的歌你困中到，
没有了，我们总共就少差不多。
Engines claw harder at the elevated roadway while lane markers blur beneath the chassis. Turbo
也没
screen
那么多时
passes
间啊，
pressure
说
pushing
实
each
在。
vehicle through the slipstream of the next day. Barrier approaches. Nobody lifts, tires bite, suspensions compress, and the convoy punches through a construction gap as loose panels spin away behind the accelerating line. Cruise face failure as acceleration hazards block the path ahead.
12没了，他们都不够。
Coordinated hands keep
这顶
working.
多我叫实在。
Speed keeps adding weight to every decision.
Wow,
Ramp
you
short
can't
and
tell
steering
the
turn
road
sharper
on
and concrete seams strike like hammers beneath us. Momentum refuses negotiation once the engine surge again. Crews carry the line through immediate roadway hazards now. Nobody turns back. Life fragments fall across the district, trailing our acceleration as the combo tears through signs, panels, and failing barriers. Nothing descends cleanly. Every piece spins with borrowed speed while we drive harder toward the next opening. Crews hold position while inertia conditions close around them. Inertia action direction answers the threat. Beyond the interchange, crosswind, shove the lead car toward an unfinished edge. The driver corrects without braking, sending the formation through a narrowing curve at full thrust. Exhaust flares against overhead beams. Mirrors fold under flying debris. When the road splits, our line takes a steeper grade. Gains more speed, leaving broken fencing. Suspended in turbulent air. Cruise space failure. As Convoy has us blocked the path ahead. Convoy stays visible. Forward force becomes its own command. We hold the wheel through vibration, impact, and lateral pull. Using every dangerous surge to carry the convoy beyond the point where retreat remains possible. Cruise carry the line through immediate thrust hazards now. Let the spin and debris mark how fast we pass. Metal shards, shattered lenses, and torn sign plates scatter over the blocks below while our engines keep climbing. Acceleration owns the remaining distance and drives us through. Cruise hold position while interchange conditions close around
11没有啊，
我12就还没找
Change
啊。
action answers the threat. Taillights vanish beyond the unfinished ramp. Far below, scatter pieces strike rooftops. After the convoy
那个领域基地好像
has
在
already
那
broken
边。
through the outer district. Crews move onward.
喂，不觉得背包有点重吗？
Yeah,
哈努尔，
yeah,
好了呢？
yeah, yeah.
哎，12楼门口，
Yeah,
12楼
yeah,
门口，
yeah. Beneath surveillance lamps, numbered gates divide the compound into narrow lanes. Order strike from ceiling speakers before guards tighten wrist restraints and redirect the line. Cameras pivot toward every race face. Steel partitions close behind each group. No one chooses pace. A direction inside the mark sector where badges, barriers, and repeated commands. Force bodies caught in checkpoint built for submission. Cruise face failure. As checkpoint hazards block the path ahead. A warning tone cuts through the queue. Hands remain visible. Shoulder square and every camera follows the first refusal. Authority expects silence, yet the controlled line begins answering with one coordinated step. Custody hazards change the entire situation without warning. Rivals wait for someone to cross, so we breach the painted boundary before another command can lock us down. The towers wreck at the move. Their officers close ranks before obedience fractures when the entire sector advances together against the imposed line. No warning breaks up formation.
后面那间啊，
好，后面那间。
Point supervisor seal access doors and broadcast a harsher directed restraint bars. Swing from wall recesses while patrols compress the corridor. The front row stops on purpose, making every captive body behind it impossible to redirect. And the side gate bends under collective pressure, opening a route through the administrative zone. As cameras lose their perfect angles, crews face failure. As watchtower hazards block path ahead. Lines hold, permission never arrives. The barrier gives way.
妈的，看着就想砍！妈的，混淆视听。
Stripping the uniformed order of distance and certainty. Commands continue overhead, but nobody turns back. Crews carry the line through immediate restraint. Hazards now. Forward, over the boundary, make surveillance. Witness its own defeat. Containment. Rejects assigned positions. The control depends on separation. Our coordinated advance destroys that arrange then and carries every restraint.
啊，有点狗。
Crews hold position while patrol conditions
重要
close
的物
around
品就
them.
交给我吧。
Crews move onward. Sirens continue above the abandoned checkpoint. Bent rails mark the crossing.
不要去海
While
贼
the
庄，
release line
我觉得等一下会来吐槽。
cameras without lowering
啊，去上厕所。
its head sector answers. Precisely timed steel carriers into the warehouse. Stop beneath identical lamps and rotate toward numbered days. Precise delay time, steel carriers into the warehouse. Stop beneath identical lamps and rotate toward never grazed clamps. Descend together, every worker turns on the same signal. Places each component at one measured angle. Then steps back across a painted line. Nothing accelerates or hesitates. Synchronized machinery repeats the sequence with cold precision from wall to wall. Crews carry the line through immediate sequence hazards now. Fresh sequence closes from behind. Rows close with exact spacing. Boots land on the same beat. Arms lift to matching heights and scan to sweep every surface in order. Emotion has no assigned position here. Crews hold position while alignment conditions close around them. Alignment answer. Hands carve their own escape, cutting irregular marks to a system built on perfect repetition. One unscheduled strike interrupts the sequence, another opens a gap. Human timing breaks the uniform grid before synchronized clamps can close. Crew space failure as carrier hazards block the path ahead. Our formation stays intact. At station 9, a worker delays half a second and passes the tool backwards instead of right. That small deviation travels through the line. Carriers arrive without mention loads. Robotic grips close on empty air, and the line bodies step outside their boxes. The warehouse keeps issuing identical signals, but each deliberate error widens the disorder inside its precise arrangement. Crews carry the line through immediate interval hazards now. We continue. Order cannot absorb invention forever. We vary pace, direction, and distance until the measured floor loses every reliable pattern where machines demand symmetry. Our uneven hands create Crews hold position while symmetry
所以我刚才问你要不要那个啊，有没有领域啊？
就上厕所，看到。 没有，看一下还在啊。哪里啊？火焰吗？火焰吗？
进队。
等一下吧，等人呢，不要急，确保击杀。
Barricades skid sideways, storefront glass burst inward, and the rear ranks drive the front into a stall truck. A shout ricochets across the block, 10 more answer from different corners. Bodies spilled through alleys, collide at intersections.
点看呢，看。在哪？
Can't absorb it, stampede evidence settles every remaining argument. One collision triggers 3 more. Metal fencing disappears beneath the crush while strangers pull fallen bodies upright. Confusion has no center now. The whole district bucks pivots and charges on instinct. Crews hold position while collision conditions close up.
妈，变成一张卷轴。
Erase the price they placed on loyalty. Tear down the ledger while the crowd breaks every purchase boundary. We hold our people through the stampede. Shoulder the impacts and turn blind panic into a moving wall that no divided bargain can control. Fresh impacts strike the narrowing onrush behind us. Near the transit stairs, 2 opposing streams slam together and buckle the handrail. Someone climbs a delivery van to redirect the onrush, but another burst from the tunnel scatters that signal. Friends lock elbows around the injured while the outer mass spins through kiosks and roadblocks. Every push returns amplified, throwing loose signs, helmets and barriers across the pavement. Crews carry the line through immediate barricade hazards now. We continue. No single voice can steer this force. We protect the nearest body, absorb the next collision, and keep our circle intact while uncontrolled motion tears every false agreement apart around us. Crews hold position while crowd conditions close around them. Keep the bond unpriced when the avenue loses shape. Contracts vanish beneath pounding feet, but chosen allegiance survives every impact.
你去哪？干！
Refusing every offer designed to split the people beside us. Crews face failure as impact hazards block the path ahead. Lines hold. After the last barricade flips, the mass pours into wider streets. Our linked arms remain unbroken amid sirens, wreckage, and retreating patrol lines.
还好我开的。
Lines hold. Yeah, before reaching the control desk, corrupt the transit records list, moving trains on dismantled tracks. Cameras show empty platforms while dispatch screens report packed cars. False timestamps override emergency calls. Route maps exchange station names without warning. Operators compare paper logs against digital feeds and find each clean display carrying another manufactured contradiction through the network. Crews face failure as corruption hazards block the path ahead. Corruption evidence settles every remaining argument. Noise enters every channel at once. Verify codes, return alter witness reports, arrive under false names. An archive footage changes sequence. The system keeps speaking clearly while none of its statements agree. Record hazards change the entire situation without warning. Phone cannot replace real force. No matter how many fabricated signals flood the room, we trace physical movement, isolate poison feeds, and cut through repeated claims into one verified fact. Survive the contaminated network. Crews hold position while forgery conditions close around them. No false order divides the moving line. Inside the records vault, duplicate entries multiply faster than clerks can flag them. A maintenance alert becomes a passenger count, then reappears as clearance for a closed line. Printers eject conflicting manifests across the floor. Teams disconnect outside links and rebuild the event from radio fragments, tire marks, and unedited local storage. Crews face failure as channel hazards block the path ahead. Crews carry the line through immediate channel hazards now. Repetition makes a lie louder, never stronger. We strip away copied headers, false identities, and alter sequences, testing each surviving detail against something the corrupted stream cannot rewrite.
去火焰找一下，在这里摸找一下，找那个小洞。
Nobody turns back. Turn down the flood and measure what remains. Thousands of messages can imitate certainty, but contaminated records collapse under direct comparison. We hold the verified line while counterfeit data exhausts itself across disconnected screens. Crews hold position while evidence conditions close around them. No false order divides the moving line. Monitors keep printing contradictions into the empty office. One isolated terminal preserves the accurate sequence, untouched by the flood that consumed every public channel. Together. Deep under the club floor, resonance starts. A subwoofers drive a hard pulse through concrete footings. Glass trembles in its frame, ceiling bolts loosen above the packed room with every bass track hairline. Fractures widen along the rear wall and dust drops from ventilation grills. The crowd pushes toward a side passage while compressed sound hammers doors, counters, and exposed pipes into violent motion. Resonance evidence settles every remaining argument. Another frequency locks onto the building. Violence vibrate, bottles leap from shelves and the partition beside the exit bows in. We feel the next shock before it hits. Crews hold position while shockwave conditions close around them. Crews move onward. Choose the route marked against us. Through the passage shaking hardest under concentrated.
快点快点，悠！ 是。
Vibration stays visible. Yeah. Inside the service corridor, the roar becomes a physical shove against rings and teeth. Metal ducts resonate above us, striking their hangers into one lane, crashes across the official stairwell.
在大厅。
As another sonic burst blows tiles from the wall behind our formation. Speaker stacks topple and send a final concussion through the packed chamber. Crews carry the line through immediate speaker hazards now. Silence exists. Only beyond the marked door. We lean into each impact. Time our advance between pulses and follow the trembling handrail toward every warning sign. Rejects cruise hold position.
他好像跑掉了。
While frequency conditions surrounding frequency answers. Take
去深渊看看。
如果东西太重，
哎，干你娘，汉仔会挂哎！
我是会过，
操你妈，死外挂！我找一下，干他会不会？他如果落点会，我就在船点等他。哎，过来，深渊，轮回。哦，我看他会不会再下轮回。 把魔法卷轴上人。
哎呀！
人呢？
Fresh closure closes from behind. Hydraulic pins and one after another airflow weakens inside the isolated sector and boots return from block stairwells. The crew finds one unfinished partition before complete closure turns every route inward. Crews hold position while bulkhead conditions close around them. Leave it for the barrier seal drive through the
他还在大厅哦，那个航尔。
corridor remains reachable. Dead bolts like behind the shutters divide the block and reinforced door.
都一样。还在吗？还是废掉了？那应该快动了。我刚刚看他在魔法卷轴上的。看他会不会再下来？照理说会。那你还不下来？靠背。他外挂啦！他外挂了。
外挂站一站就飞了。 站一站，还有往下走几步，face failure was breach hazards, block the path ahead. Breach evidence settles every remaining argument. Final hands clear the utility breach. Behind them, useless exit lamps illuminate sealed corridors, heavy doors.
啊，比我复仇，操！
With nobody left inside, unbroken.
看为什么他在蜂巢大厅啊？你啊！哎，贝洛哎，哦。 看我是不是被他骗了？还是他去认领？哎，来认领。 Pound across broken flooring while fallen masonry closes the distance behind them. Fresh impacts strike the narrowing rubble behind us. Every victory must prove its weight when shattered flows descend and broken pillars test our stance. We cross the buckle level before its final. 确保击杀。没关系，先打怪，先打怪。上面是谁？好，等一下，好，确保这。 hardware sheds concrete onto the only stable landing. Cruise hold position while cavity conditions close around them. Cavity action answers the threat. Nothing remains level except our intent. With each rupture, the route changes shape. With each fallen section, another body clears the gap. Steel screams above us, but no one abandons the line. Fresh impacts strike the narrowing column behind us. Carry the record through the break, let bent columns split foundations and collapsing galleries measure what survives. We leave no clue support and no result protected from impact. The structure can fail around us, yet our earned position stays standing. Crews carry the line through immediate masonry hazards now. We continue. Final braces snap across the empty depot. Dust seals the lower floors while our formation reaches open pavement beyond the last
那我挂很爽啊！妈的，到现在都还不会醒。
Initiation triggers for the structure sector marks lashing with pavement before jumping between parked cars. Voltage stutters through shop signs, turning homicides into violent flashes. Breakers chatter beneath the sidewalk while cable insulation spits black.
干你娘嘞，外挂了！
Drainage grilled in, snaps supple toward exposed wiring as crews drag grounded mats into position. For shit, the narrowing voltage behind us.
Static claws across every metal surface.
Meter needle swing
外挂， 算了，先回去吧。
discharge punches through the cabinet door.
Nobody trusts the printed reading.
Crews carry the line through immediate circuit hazards now.
Forward. Street proof defeats polished claims when live current exposes what clean reports conceal. We rid the burns on concrete, the blown circuits, and the unstable voltage. Direct evidence hits harder than any protected statement. Deliver from safety. Crews hold position while static conditions. Close around them. Static evidence remains behind.
At the next intersection, a transformer cough sparks over a stalled bus. Power returns backward through a damaged feeder and electrifies the fence beside it. Technicians crawl under signal gantry, severing one cable before the arc finds another route. Above them, lamps pulse out of sequence. Below, conducted water carries interference toward every uncovered joint. Crews face failure as conduit hazards block the path ahead. Conduit crews hold their ground.
Paper stays clean while the block takes damage.
We bring scorched gloves, fuse contacts, and recorded fluctuations into the open, forcing every false assurance against the marks left by current.
Crews carry the line through immediate discharge hazards now. Forward. Trust the evidence burned into asphalt and steel. Smooth explanations collapse beside unstable readings. Burst conduits and cables still snapping overhead. We stand where the fault became visible, carrying undeniable facts through every attempted denial. Crews hold position while current conditions close around them. Current hardware keeps shifting violently nearby.
Residual charge crawls along the gutter, then dies.
Melted terminals and charred panels remain.
Louder than the polished statement issued with the failure junction answers.
Off cycle, the loading arm sweeps across an empty station and smashes a safety rail. Reset commands vanish without response. A conveyor reverses beneath stacked crates, while automated doors open close, then lock halfway. Operators retreat behind columns as the arm accelerates again, choosing a new angle. No diagnostic screen predicted, and striking the operator booth above them. Crews hold position while malfunction conditions close around them. Malfunction evidence remains behind. Manual input reaches nothing. Motors continue after isolation. Warning lights contradict each other, and the disabled line starts moving again. Familiar panels now issue impossible behavior without a readable pattern. Crews face failures, actuator hazards block the path ahead. Unbroken control arrives wearing the same face, but every trusted interface now drives the machinery farther off course. We recognize the panels, switches and signals, none obey. Behind the familiar surface, uncontrolled motion turns each command into another threat. Crews carry the line
turns back across the assembly floor. Robotic carriers abandon their lanes and circle a blocked inspection pit. One unit mounts the curb, clipping the ladder before spinning toward the crew. Emergency stops, freeze only the lights. Mechanical arms continue cycling in different directions, crossing paths above scattered tools. While the central console reports normal operation and rejects every shutdown request. Crews hold position while carrier conditions close around them. Crews move onward. Familiarity becomes a trap. We stop trusting displays, read movement directly, and cut physical connections one by one. While the automated floor invents new hazards faster, and forecasts can follow. Crews face failures, deviation hazards block the path ahead. Unbroken. Judge the motion, not the recognizable screen. Button fly, status bars, hold steady and accepted commands. Return is violent errors. We survive by stepping outside the interface, breaking its access to power, and watching every mechanism ourselves. Crews carry the line through immediate cutoff hazards.
我队友怎么都不见了？
Nobody yields another step.
什么意思？怎么只剩我一个？
Carrier circles twice, stalls, then strikes the wall. Crews remain behind cover until the final unauthorized motor loses torque and falls. Silent, we continue. Yeah, beyond thermal limits, the freight engine shut beneath the row of flashing alarms. Coolant splits across the housing belt slip, barons grind, and overloaded gauges pin against their stops. Operators strip auxiliary loads while heat rolls through the service bay. Each attempted restart draws a harsher vibration from the frame, leaving one narrow interval before the saturated machinery tears itself apart. Crews hold position while overload conditions close around them.
Warning lamps merge into a solid red band. Fans choke on heated air. Relays hammer without pause, and the main casing expands against its mounts.
There is no reserve left. Crews face failure as coolant hazards block the path ahead.
Unbroken.
Where no official route begins beside the failing machine before sanctioned channels burn away. We work through heat, saturation, and mechanical fatigue, cutting a path outside procedure while overloaded components shake near total failure. Crews carry the line through immediate bearing hazards now. Fresh bearing closes from behind. Behind the turbine wall, pressure valves flutter too slowly to clear the rising load. A scorched coupling warps under torque and drags the secondary shaft. Center. Crews crawl beneath the platform with manual clamps, isolating 1 feet as insulation curls from nearby cables. The system keeps demanding more capacity, but every strain component answers with smoke and violent chatter. Crews hold position while casing conditions close around them. Together. Procedure ends at the red line. We build another sequence from hand signals. Cut power between cycles and hold the cracked assembly steady while its stored heat fights every correction. Crews face failure as turbine hazards block the path ahead.
And broken. Beyond the marked, gather beyond the marked access point and face the overload directly. Official diagrams cannot follow a machine this close to failure. Our improvised line survives because each hand reads the strain.
Reacts fast and refuses one useless restart. Crews carry the line through immediate shutdown hazards now.
Nobody turns back.
Power drops before the casing ruptures. Hot metal ticks through the darkened bay, and our unlisted route remains open beside the disabled engine.
We continue.
Stored force presses outward beneath welded seams without making a sound. The bunker walls hold, yet fine dust trembles along every joint. Guards speaking short in phrases while gauges climb by single marks. No valve opens, no chair moves beneath the steel floor. Compressed lines strain against their couplings, turning the quiet chamber into one rigid breath held past endurance. Crews hold position while tension conditions close around them. Together, minutes narrow around the sealed console. A needle reaches its final division, then stays there. Sleeves brush metal, nobody speaks. The smallest click now carries the weight of an approaching rupture. Crews face failure as containment hazards block the path ahead. The real command room waits below, where accumulated pressure decides more than the voices upstairs. We descend into the tight silence, read the strained joints and face the force held inside before one hidden failure releases everything. Crews carry the line through immediate coupling hazards now. Nobody yields another step. Yeah, down the service ladder, heat gathers around a bank of closed regulators. Condensation beads on pipes pulled taut between brackets. The crew moves sideways because the passage barely clears their shoulders. One coupling gives a dry snap but remains attached. Every face turns toward it, listening and stored force shifts deeper into the enclosed network. Crews hold position while chamber conditions close around them. Chamber hardware keeps shifting violently nearby. Crisis stays quiet until containment ends. We lower our breathing, brace the weakest line and wait beside the manual release while tension concentrates behind a plate already bending outward. Crews face failure as pressure hazards block the path ahead. Lines hold, descend beneath the speeches and enter the compressed truth. Every sealed pipe, rigid bracket and trembling gate shows what authority refuses to name. We act inside the final margin before restraint force becomes total destruction. Crews carry the line through immediate valve hazards now. Valve crews advance through mounting hazards. One valve opens by a fraction. Air strikes the chamber like a blade, while the reinforced walls stop trembling and the crew finally moves forward.
为什么会就这么？
Yeah, engines claw harder at the elevated roadway while lane markers blur beneath the chassis. Turbo screen past safe pressure pushing each vehicle through the slipstream of the next day. Barrier approaches. Nobody lifts, tires bite, suspensions compress, and the convoy punches through a construction gap as loose panels spin away behind the accelerating line. Crews face failure as acceleration hazards block the path ahead. Across damaged ground, coordinated hands keep working. Speed keeps adding weight to every decision. Ram short and steering turn sharper, and concrete seams strike like hammers beneath us. Momentum refuses negotiation once the engines surge again. Crews carry the line through immediate roadway hazards now. Nobody turns back. Life fragments fall across the district, trailing our acceleration as the convoy tears through signs, panels, and failing barriers. Nothing descends cleanly. Every piece spins with borrowed speed while we drive harder toward the next opening. Crews hold position while inertia conditions close around them. Inertia action answers the threat. The inertia action answers the threat. Beyond the interchange crosswind, shove the lead car toward an unfinished edge. The driver corrects without braking, sending the formation through a narrowing curve at full thrust. Exhaust flares against overhead beams. Mirrors fold under flying debris. When the road splits, our line takes a steeper branch and gains more speed. Even broken fencing, suspended in turbulent air. Crews face failure as convoy hazards block the path ahead. Convoy stays visible. Forward force becomes its own command. We hold the wheel through vibration, impact, and lateral pull, using every dangerous surge to carry the convoy beyond the point where retreat remains possible. Crews carry the line through immediate thrust hazards now. Let the spinning debris mark how fast we pass. Metal shards, shattered lenses, and torn sign plates scatter over the blocks below while our engines keep climbing. Acceleration owns the remaining distance and drives us through. Crews hold position while interchange conditions close around them. Interchange action Crews move onward. Yeah, yeah. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Beneath surveillance lamps, numbered gates. Divide the compound into narrow lanes. Or distract from ceiling speakers before guards. Tighten wrist restraints and redirect the line. Cameras pivot toward every race face. Steel partitions close behind each group. No one chooses pace or direction inside the mark sector. Where badges, barriers, and repeated commands. Force bodies caught in checkpoint built for submission. Crews face failure as checkpoint hazards block the path ahead. A warning tone cuts through the queue. Hands remain visible. Shoulder square and every camera follows the first refusal. Authority expects silence, yet the control line begins answering with one coordinated step. Custody hazards change the entire situation without warning. Rivals wait for someone to cross, so we breach the painted boundary before another command can lock us down. The towers record the move, their officers close ranks before disobedience fractures when the entire sector advances together against the imposed line. No warning breaks our formation under rising command. Past the checkpoint, supervisor seal access doors and broadcast a harsher directed restraint bars swing from wall recesses while patrols compress the corridor. The front row stops on purpose, making every captive body behind it impossible to redirect. And the side gate bends under collective pressure, opening a route through the administrative zone. As cameras lose their perfect angles, crews face failure as watchtower hazards block the path ahead. Lines hold, permission never arrives. The barrier gives way first. 1,000 controlled motions become one refusal, stripping the uniformed order of distance and certainty. Commands continue overhead, but nobody